So a few questions that were asked, and I'll try to answer them today. Okay, first, if in a war, wartime, you know, war, battle, war. In a war, the person asked, if in a war and you kill someone, is it murder? Okay, during wartime, is it murder? Okay, so is it murder? Do you understand what is murder? Gracia, do you know what's murder? Right, murder. Okay. All right, you understand, you're going like that. Okay, so during war, you know what's a war?
Yes.
When countries go to war, for example. During a war, when you kill someone, is it murder? Is it murder? All right, what do you think? Are we supposed to commit murder? Chloe? Are we supposed to commit murder? No, correct, no. Now, which commandment forbids us to commit murder? Enoch? 6. Your neighbor helped you. All right, commandment number 6. Thou shalt not kill, right? Commandment number 6. So commandment number 6 tells us that we shall not kill. We shall not kill. All right, so we have people from the army, right? Jeremy, you're in the army, right? So one day you might be sent to war. Yes. So you will break commandment number 6. How? No. So Jeremy says, no. In war, when you kill someone, it is not murder. Really? How do you know?
Because in the Bible there were many battles.
In the Bible there were many battles as well. So are battles in the Bible correct?
Yes.
Okay, how do you know they're correct?
Like when issue fought my enemies, he was fighting for God, I guess. But then again, not that I'm fighting for God, but I fight for my country. But that's in that context. Yeah, you get it, right?
I don't know. Chloe asked the question, so Chloe, you get it or not?
It's not really murder if you kill someone that. I mean, of course not like civilians or what, but like fighting for something. I don't explain. Yeah.
Don't know how to explain.
So ask Vincent is.
Ask Vincent. Vincent in trouble now. So Vincent, where's Vincent? Oh, there. Wow, all over there. All right, Vincent, how? Actually, Vincent asked before. So is it murder? It depends. Depends whether it's Vincent or someone else. Now, what is murder? What is murder? So it's during wartime murder. Well, we go through this first. Now, it is true that in the Bible, did God command the children of Israel to go to war? And in the war, God commanded them to kill the enemies. Right? Let's turn to 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 3. 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 3. Okay, can someone help? Can someone help Matthew? Okay, maybe Vincent, you're behind. You can help Matthew. Okay, 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 3. Now here God did give a command. God did give a command. Let's read 1 Samuel 15:3 together. Now go and smite Amalek, and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both men and women, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. So here, who gave the 6th commandment? Benedict, who gave the 6th commandment? God gave the 6th commandment. Thou shalt not kill, right? But yet God commanded them to go and kill. So, have God sinned? What do you think, Gracia? Have God sinned? God said do not kill, but God told them to go and kill. No. How come? Alright? Huh? Not sure. But you got a good answer. God never commits sin, right? Even if I am not sure, God gave the 6th commandment, that's for sure, right? We know. We also read with our own eyes, God say go and kill, correct? Gracia say, have God sinned? No. Why? Don't know. But my assumption is always God does not sin. That's why you say no, correct, Gracia? Right? God does not sin. So that is a very good way to approach the Bible. Right, Chloe? If God says something, He's always right. God is always right. God never sins. So from young, I want you to learn that God is always right, God is always righteous, God is always holy. We may not understand. We may not understand. But let me ask you, why is it not sin? Claude, why do you think so?
Because God wants to get rid of the evil people.
God wants to get rid of the evil people. So God wants to get rid of the evil people. So these are the evil people. Right? Evil people. Now, if God wants to get rid of the evil people, God can kill them. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. If we want to get rid of evil people, can we kill them? No. Why cannot? They're still same people, evil one. So, the same people, alright, evil. So, if it is God, it is okay. If it is Claude, it is not okay. Huh? Claude, you got black belt, Alright, so black belt, you know, you can easily kill the evil people. But still cannot. Why? Why, Elim, help your daddy? Why? Because God gave the command. Daddy also give command. Right? Daddy say, go kill. Go kill them. Why Daddy cannot give that command? Why Daddy give that command then it's wrong? Because what? Because God is not perfect. Because, oh no. You didn't hear? He said because Claude is not perfect. Claude is not perfect, so you cannot give that command. What do you mean Claude is not perfect? Or your daddy is not perfect? I thought children always think my daddy is perfect. Perfect in what sense? So Claude can sin. Claude can sin. Can God sin? God is perfect, so God cannot sin, correct? So, but there's a bigger thing than this. Why do you think so, Jeremy? Why God says can, why Claude says cannot?
Because God is creator. He is only right.
Very good. Because God is the creator of man. Who owns life? Who gives life? Who gives life? Who gives life? Phoebe. Who gives man life? Who? God gives man life. Who, if God gives, then is it in God's right to take back? He's the giver. He's the owner of all life. He's the creator of man. So only God, being the giver and creator, has the right to decide who lives or who dies. Understand? Only God, being God, and the perfect God, is the only one that can decide who lives or die. So can your daddy decide who lives or die? Because daddy is a sinner. Did daddy give life to man? No, right? It's God that gives life. So he's the owner of life. That is why God says, you shall not kill. You shall not kill. Can God kill? Can God kill?
No.
Who said no? Caleb. Who said no? You said no. Okay. How come in this room I keep seeing mouths move but someone else? Alright, Matthew. Does God have the right to kill someone? The right.
I didn't.
You don't get it. Does God have the right? Means God have the right, how to say? Authority. God has the authority I didn't make him worse. Right? God has the authority. God is correct if He wants to kill someone. Yes, right? Because God is the owner of all things. Okay, God is the giver of life. So God can. That's why God said, you cannot, but I can. I can decide who lives or die. Actually, do you realize that even a person doesn't get killed in war, in a battle, a person who gets killed in a car accident, a person who, like our founding pastor, Dr. To, very old, lie in bed, very sick for many months, and then he just died in his sleep. Who took the life of Dr. To, although he just lie in bed? Who took the life of someone on accident? Who took the life of someone in battle? Who? It is God. God decides when a man's life ends because He's the giver of life. Understand that? So we can't think that only if someone died in bed peacefully, well, God took him home. In battle, even in battle, God decides who lives and dies. Understand that? It's the same. God is the giver and controller of life. So, in battle, when God says, go kill, God commands men to kill. Does He break His own commandment? No. Because He has made the decision, it is time for these people to die. He gathers them there, and He uses other men to kill them. Okay? So it is not evil. Because God gave the command. God can give that command because He's the owner of life. Okay? So in that sense, it is not evil. It is not sin in God. So in battle, Chloe, when God commands them to go to battle and kill them, God have already decided these people are unrepentant. God gave them many chances to repent. They will not repent. At that point, God says, all right, your time is up. God have already known when their time will be up and will be at battle. Yes?
So then in cases of secular warfare, say if a government decides to declare war, not even for any purpose, but just for expansion of territory, then is it sin for them to declare war? Is it sin for the soldier to kill? And what about guerrilla warfare and secession? Okay, so the question is, what about in the case today? In the case today, alright, so Claude, don't be insulted. Your daughter says you're not perfect, but she's correct. She's correct. It's the correct answer. Alright? God is perfect. God never makes a mistake. When God says kill, He's still perfect. Okay? But man can be imperfect. Now, so what about today? If country A, you have to draw Australia. No, this is Australia. Okay, country A. Alright, country A. Don't look like Australia, so it's not Australia, but it's country A. Okay? Now, country A wants to go and conquer country B. Look at what? Want to conquer country B. And then he said, alright, go kill the people there and take over because we want to expand our kingdom. Go and kill the people there. Is this sin? Is this sin? Or not? Okay, is this sin? Yes. Matthew, what do you think?
I think a little bit sin.
A little bit sin. Okay. Yes. A little bit sin. This one. Why? Why a little bit sin? This one don't sound right. This one don't sound right. Why? Benedict, why? Yes, Enoch, why?
Not for God's glory, it's for yourself.
It is not for God's glory, it's for yourself. Wow. Do you agree? Do the adults agree? Alex, do you agree?
Yes, in a way, because there's all greed. So,
Yes. This is, now, when God says kill the Amalekites, is to remove them from the land that God promised to give Israel. Understand that? God promised to give Israel the land. Does God have a right to say, alright, remove these people and you go and stay there? Does God have a right to say that? Why? Ben, why?
Because He created everything.
He created everything. The whole world belongs to God. Do I have a right to say that, Alex, we are all coming to your house and stay and then you move out? No, right? Because the house belongs to you. It doesn't belong to me. But the land, all the lands in the world belong to who, Matthew? All the land in the world belongs to who?
God.
Belongs to God. I don't know. When young people, everything is God, right? Which is correct. Belongs to God. Now it belongs to God. God said, move them out. And they are sinful people. Now it's time for them to die. It's all God's choice.
But now, when these people want to invade the land, and they say, we want to do it because we want to have power. We want the world to admire us. So let's go and conquer and kill these people. So now all this land belongs to us, and I'm the most powerful emperor and king in the world. Is that for God? That is for selfish intent. Okay, not for God. Okay, alright, so answer your question. We should not.
Yeah. Then if you are conscripted into that army, then...
If you're conscripted into that army, alright? So if you're asked to join the army, then how? What do you do? Jeremy, Singapore says, I want to go and conquer country X, which I shall not mention. Country X, then we bought all these very expensive superpower aeroplanes recently. We want to go and conquer the country. I don't think Singapore will never do that. Huh? They're very peaceful. We buy all this to defend ourselves. He then say, so how? If one day the country say that, what would you do?
Dessert?
You want to go and eat dessert? Right, let me eat my stingray first. Now, in a sense, yes, sometimes when it comes to say, we want to conquer, we want to expand our empire, we just go and kill these people, get rid of them, and then so that this land belongs to us. Should a Christian participate in that? You have to think very carefully. Really know the background. Sometimes you cannot. But how happens if they are coming, country A is coming to Singapore, alright? And then you finish your studies and you're back home. Then the alarm goes off. Battle station, right? So all run out. They say, oh no. I remember in BPCWA, we say cannot fight in war. Will you fight?
Yes, first.
You will fight?
Intent, it's the intent. And protecting what we can.
Intent. Alright, Matthew, do you understand what Uncle Jeremy said? So, listen. Now, if a country wants to come and invade you, they want to come and kill you, invade, take your land, is it okay for you to fight back? And when you're fighting back, you kill them even. Is it okay? Uncle Jeremy says it's okay. What do you think, Matthew? Or sister? Gracia, is it okay? Someone comes to your land and want to kill you so that they can take over your land and all your property. And then is it okay to fight back, and then in fighting back they die? Is it okay? Very careful in thinking. Not sure. Susan, is it okay? It's okay. Why? It's in defense. But who says defense is okay? Shouldn't we turn the other cheek? Kill me, kill me. Huh? Why defense okay? God says defense okay, but you have to tell us from where. Deuteronomy, well, there also possible. Now turn to Exodus 22. Exodus 22. Exodus chapter 22. Now we draw the principle from here. Okay, so please remember it once and for all, alright? Exodus 22. Shall we read verses 2 and 3? Verses 2 and 3 reading. If a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him. If the sun be risen upon him, and there shall be blood shed for him. For he shall make full restitution, if he have nothing, then shall he be sold for his theft. Now, especially verse 2. Now, God says if a thief, means someone wants to break into your home, your property, and take your things. That's what thieves do, right? That's what thieves do. And when he does that, and in the struggle, the thief is beaten, is smitten, means he got beaten by you, and the thief dies, there shall be no blood shed for him. Means you are not responsible for his blood. Okay, so God says, in defense, in protection, and the other person comes, and in the struggle, the other person is killed by you, God says, this is not murder. This is not killing that is forbidden. Okay? Alright, so, wait. So understand? If someone attacks,
self-defense, the other person dies, God says that is not murder. That is not murder. So when they come and self-defense, we have to defend. We have to defend. Now, that is why, so now we all look at all the soldiers. Are they good people or not? Now let's turn our Bible to Matthew chapter 8. Matthew chapter 8. Okay, Matthew chapter 8. Okay, verse 10, for example. Matthew 8. Now let us read verse 8 to 10, right? Read verses 8 to 10. Reading together. The centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof, but speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed. For I am man under authority, having soldiers under me, and I say to this man, Go, and he goeth, and to another, Come, and he cometh, and to my servant, Do this, and he doeth it. When Jesus heard it, he marveled and said to them that followed, Verily I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. So what is a centurion? Jennifer, what's a centurion? Someone who eats churros. What's a centurion? Say again? Like a commander, all right? A centurion is a commanding soldier, all right? So the centurion is not only just soldier, he commands people. When Jesus met a soldier, powerful soldier, did Jesus say, Hi, you soldier, bad man? No, right? Jesus, in fact, for his faith, Jesus commended him. Jesus was not against soldiers. So is anything wrong joining the army? Depends what army you join, right? If you join an army that goes around to kill people, murder people to increase their land and all that, don't join that army. Right? So join armies that say we defend ourselves. So is God against soldiers? No, God is not against soldiers. The same thing in Acts chapter 10 verse 1, you don't need to turn there. There was a man called Cornelius, also a centurion. In fact, God says he's a devout man, one that feared God. Right? So that is not evil. Okay? So you all do not have to avoid Uncle Jeremy. Okay? Okay, so now, what is murder? What is murder? Cornelius. Because we're talking, thou shalt not kill. This kill refers to murder, alright? Thou shalt not kill. Can you kill a sheep? If you want to eat it. If you don't want to eat it, you should not kill it. Why? Why if you don't want to eat it, you should not kill it? Why? Actually, that's a very good answer, right? Did God forbid us when God says thou shalt not kill? You know, some people take it to the extent thou shalt not kill means we must be vegetarians. Thou shalt not kill must be vegetarians. Cannot kill animals also. Right? So should we all eat? But God only vegetable. But God told Peter, arise and kill, right? And eat. So this killing is not talking about killing animals. But why is it? Should we kill a sheep if we don't want to eat it? That is cruelty, right? Cruelty. We should not be cruel to God's creation. But God provides animals for us to eat. Alright? Now young people, yes, Matthew.
What if you want to kill a sheep for sacrifice?
What if you want to kill a sheep for sacrifice? In the Old Testament, God gave the command, kill the sheep for sacrifice. So that's not wrong also because God gave the command. So that's not sin. Yes.
What if you want to kill the sheep to make clothes?
What if you want to kill the sheep to make clothes? Actually, you don't need to kill the sheep, just shave. Right? Otherwise, become not enough sheep. Or you want sheepskin some more because you're cold. What if you kill the animal
to keep yourself warm, protect yourself, well, that's different. You can also. But should you kill a crocodile for handbag? Should you? I think some of these things are a lot of questions. But I think people should not just kill irresponsibly with no purpose that serves to protect and help men. Right? Kill an animal to eat. That's different. Yeah, Cornelius, you're right. If kill an animal for fun, that is evil. That is bad. Kill an animal for us to eat, to survive, that is not wrong. God says, get up, kill and eat. Okay? So don't kill for fun. Have you had classmates that are very, very wicked? They'll just go, they see a pigeon, they run after the pigeon and kick the pigeon or stamp on the pigeon. Have you had classmates like that? No. Well, you look so frightened. Sometimes in public I see little children. Okay, oh, little children, listen. Are you the kind, do you think you should, when you see a pigeon walking around, should you chase after it and try to scare it and try to kick it? Should you? You should. Why do you say you should, Kayla?
Because sometimes they come and try to eat your food.
Because sometimes they come and try to eat your food. So when they do that, you can chase it away. You don't have to chase it, kick it and kill it, right? Just shoo it away. Okay? That's still God's creation. We should not have a wicked heart. That's the point. Don't have a wicked heart. When I see children chasing and pursuing animals just to have fun of frightening the animals, that's not good, right? That's not good. So although God says thou shalt not kill, has nothing to do with killing animals, yet Christians, young ones, see CP. Why? Because CP studies what? Veterinarian. So to help animals, you love animals, alright? Really, yeah. But if they kick them, they fall sick, they bring them to you, you make money, you know. Alright? So do not be wicked to animals. They are God's creation. But there's nothing wrong with eating animals. But the question is this. Is it wrong? What's the difference between killing? So God is talking about killing. He's talking about murder. What is murder? Cornelius, back to... What is murder? Is all killing murder? Why when someone comes? Right. Okay, so Cornelius, when you grow up, you're driving a car, and then someone run on the road, right? Someone run on the road, then you knock the person, and then the person dropped and died. All right, dropped and died. So have you committed murder? Of course you say no. But Elim say no. So I'd like to hear from Elim. Why? Because it's not your fault. So it's not your fault, it's not murder. How do you know?
If you purposely knocked him over.
Okay, only if you purposely knock him over, then it's murder. How do you know that? If you don't hate him. So you mentioned a few words. If you don't hate him, if you don't do it on purpose, then it is not murder. Then it is not murder. How do you know? Well, you make up your own law. How do you know that? Does God tell us that? Don't know. Must always be according to God's standard, right? God's standard. Caleb, why is it when it's not on purpose and there's no hate, it is not murder? It is what? Because it was an accident. Accidental. Okay, let's turn. Oh, actually I asked the last one. Ada, why is it not murder?
God says that if you have hate in your heart for another brother, it becomes murder.
Okay, God defines. God says murder is when, number one, there is hate. Do it on purpose. Alright? And it is not accidental, it's purposeful. How do we know that? Let's turn to Matthew chapter Matthew chapter 22, I think. Matthew chapter 5. Matthew chapter 5. So Gracia,
What is murder in God's eyes? When God says you do not kill, God is talking about this kind of killing, all right? Murder. Now, Jesus himself explained the commandment. Now, read verses 21 and 22. Reading. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of judgment. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of judgment. And whosoever says, Brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. Now, God says when there's hatred, you hate your brother, there's hatred. And you, in your heart, you have all those thoughts. You look, you have hate, and then in your heart you plan and you plot. That's the kind of murder, that's kind of killing that God forbids. Matthew, Ken? Not sure. Matthew. Now, if you are, let's say you are playing a game, all right? Then someone you're playing with, and then you're playing and someone you knocked into each other, the person fell down and died. Is that murder? No. Okay, because that is not, you did not do it on purpose out of hate. Okay, so should we hate someone? God says when you hate someone, you already committed murder. Why? You haven't killed the person, right? You have not killed the person. Chloe, why does God say if you hate someone, you have already committed murder? Why? You hate, you will want to do wicked thing, and you will eventually want to kill you want the person to die. You hate the person. It starts in the heart. It starts in the heart. Okay, so that's murder. So that's the difference. Now the lesson for the young ones and for adults also. Is there anyone, look at me, is there anyone that you hate in school? Well, also quiet. Is there anyone that you hate at home? Why are you looking at your brother? Is there anyone that you hate in church? Now God says when we start to hate, we are down a very dangerous road. As far as God is concerned, you commit murder in your heart already. So should you hate someone, be very careful. Watch your heart. Okay, maybe I ask Jennifer, if there's someone, why you look at your sister? If there's Veronica, because you like sister because she's Jennifer. Now Veronica, what happens if in school someone did something very terrible to you, then all the hate start to occur in your heart? What should you do? What's the next step you should do? Say again. Pray. Pray what? Pray that the person die. What do you pray about? Very good answer. What do you pray about? Say again. Pray for me to calm down. Pray for me to calm down. To remove the hate in my heart. Okay? So sometimes you may get very angry at someone, you hate someone. When that happens, what do? Quickly pray in your heart. Pray, ask God to forgive me. God, forgive me, I have hatred in my heart. Please forgive me. And then ask God to help us to calm down. Okay? So that's what you do. So you study all this to help you. Isaac, alright, all listening or not? This happens to children all the time, you know. I hate you. Right? I hate you. I wish you were dead. Then we have committed murder. Okay? Never have that kind of attitude. Understand? Ken? Why are you so quiet? Any question? No. Do you understand? So we should not hate people. When it happens, ask God to forgive us. Adults the same, you know. Maybe we hate more than them. They hate, they get angry, tomorrow they forget. They play football again together. But adults, for the next few years, we don't talk to each other. Alright? Those are not good Christian behaviors. They're very dangerous. Okay? So I hope we understand that. So Chloe, have I answered your question? Okay. Anyone have other questions about this? So do not hate. Hate is murder. What do we have here? Top 5 reasons why church dropouts. What church dropouts say. Why they stop attending church. Now please remember 66% of well, I take the American view, they're the most readily available results. They stop attending church at least a year after turning 18. So from